Hey y'all, what's up? Excuse me. So, today I'm going to talk about Don't Touch My Crown. It's Mafia, written by Charae Lewis. This book came out 2 days ago. Okay, so guys, she did it again. Yes, if you follow me already, you already know I love Charae books. I do a review on every single one of them. So she just came out with this book. This book, it didn't disappoint just like the others. It is phenomenal. Yes, yes. Okay. Main characters of this book are, I'm going to say his name is Kano, Mafia, Prentice, aka Little Billy, because that's what I'm going to refer to him as, Finesse, Sky, Mafia father Joanne, her mother Kitty, and Carly, which is Prentice's girlfriend. And Savannah. Okay. So, the book basically started out with Mafia basically beating up this girl named Carly because she was sleeping with her husband, Prentice, a.k.a. Little Billy. So, she basically went there and was like, oh, you have the nerve to cheat on my husband, open your mouth and put this, she put a gun in her mouth, right? So, I'm like, oh, this book already starting off juicy, right? Anyway, Mafia went home after she basically scared the crap out of the girl, and she was so upset at herself because she's basically belittled herself to her husband's standard, right, to get this girl. So she was upset. So she was on the way home, driving home, and she was like, oh, I'm so upset, I shouldn't have done it. And when she got home, she saw her husband there, and he was like, oh, what's wrong? He was like, she was like, what do you mean what's wrong? You know what's wrong. You've been going out there cheating. She's like, I am not cheating. I wish you would stop. I wish you would do this. Like, he's basically trying to manipulate her, making her seem like it's all in her head, that she needs counseling, something's wrong with her, and oh, book a vacation so we could all go away. You know what I mean? So he's basically trying to, like, belittle her. And she already knew it because she had proof and everything. She showed him the proof. He's like, oh, that's a client. You know it's a client. I don't know why you acting that way. Anyway, long story short, he was cheating with Carly, and she did find out, so she was just going through the mess with that motion, with everything going on. Around the same time, her cousins, Sky and Finesse / sisters, the backstory on them is that their father's in jail. Their father and mother went to jail. The father's still in jail. Unfortunately, the mother committed suicide in jail. So Johan, which is Mafia's father, and their uncle decided to adopt them. So he and his wife adopt them. So now they're sister / cousin. So their relationship is kind of like bickery, but they support each other no matter what. The bickerness is between Finesse and Mafia. They go at it like hard, like serious hard. Mafia is basically a female version of her dad, and she was like and she's like always in it, you know. She's like, oh, I'm tough. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She's basically acting like a guy. You know how a guy would portray himself. That's how she's acting. And Finesse is basically, she just speaks her mind and she don't care if you're offended or not. She's just going to speak her mind and that's it. But around the same time, she keep on playing guys for their money. And nobody understand why she keep on doing it when she had money. But then it turned out that she's like, oh, it's like the thrill of it for her, you know? So she's like, oh, I love it. So I just do it. And it's not like she needs the money, as I said, because she has money. Anyway, that's the relationship between the three sisters, I would say. Sky is the, I forgot to talk about Sky. Sky is the other sister. She's the quiet, meek, and innocent. She's so sweet. She's down to earth. She's just sweet. And Mafia secretly think that her father favors her the best because she's so sweet and innocent. But she doesn't know that. But anyway, that's just Sky. Throughout the whole book, Prentice is basically with Mafia because if they stay married for 5 years and they divorce, he would get a payout of $2 million. So he's been cheating on her this whole time, and he basically went into the marriage knowing that he wants money from her. That's why he did it, right? So anyway, Mafia, she can't take anymore. She's just fed up with it. She's filing for divorce, and that's that. So that's their situation. Now, Kano's situation is that Mafia father's retiring, and he wants us someone to take his place, and that's how Kano come in. Kano is currently in Nashville, and he needs to move back to Milwaukee, where Joanne is. So Johan, basically is retired, having this big retirement party and Kano introduction party. So it's everything all in one, right? And the same time that's going on, his wife Savannah doesn't want to leave Nashville. She doesn't want to leave Nashville to come to Milwaukee. She's like, "Why I gotta go to the cold? I like it here." Like, she's finding every excuse possible not to go. And when I first read it, I was like, I know that's your hometown, but that's your husband. And you already know what kind of lifestyle he's living. So if he needs to move, you know you need to move with him. No. So when the whole time she was going, like, something just wasn't seeming right. She's like, "Oh, go ahead, I'll come after you," and da 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 da. So he said, "Okay, fine, I'll come. You could come after me. Let me go get myself situated." So lo and behold, this trick is cheating on Kano with her ex-boyfriend. And the ex-boyfriend is not, it's not like it was a step up from Kano. It's like it was a step down. Like, what? Who does that? Savannah. Anyway, so she basically cheated on Kano with her ex-boyfriend. Then she's pregnant, don't know who the daddy is. So on top of that, she's hiding the pregnancy, she's cheating, and she doesn't want to move to Milwaukee. So there's a whole lot going on. So anyway, Kano keep on like pressing her. "Why you not coming? Why you coming? Why you not answering my call?" He was just like, find out what is going on. Something's not right. So he called his mother. He was confiding his mother. His mother's like, "You sure she's not cheating?" He's like, "She better not, blah, 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 blah." But you know, man, when it comes to pride, like, it's okay if they cheat, but it's not okay if you cheat. It's like that. Anyway, long story short, Mafia and Kano basically still have their interaction. Like, they have their friendly interaction. They go out for lunch. They talk. They see each other out at clubs, stuff like that. Kano found out that Mafia's getting a divorce through finesse because she just has a big mouth. And she didn't like that, so they were bickering about that. Around the same time, Kano got a message, like, not in the same situation, but like a few days later, Kano got a message from Savannah's jump off, basically. And it's a sexual message, and he's like, "What the hell? Who is this? Oh, that's Savannah." And like, I don't think he really saw her face. I think he saw like a tattoo or something. I don't know exactly what it was to identify her, but he knew who it was the minute he saw it, and he recognized the location at the same time. So he was upset. He was like, "All right, that's it. That's like, I have to go handle something in Nashville. I'll be right back." Lo and behold, he found out about everything. He found out the guy. He went to look for him. He couldn't find him though. And then a few days later, he found out that she was pregnant, but it might not be his baby. It was just that everything's coming to light, right? Around the same time, Mafia basically walked in on Prentice having a conversation with somebody, saying, "Oh, I'm just staying with her until a year so we could get this payout." She was livid. Like, she was pissed off. She was so pissed off, she shot him in his foot. Oh my God, that was so funny. I thought she was going to kill him though, but she only shot him in his foot. And this fool went to the hospital. He said it was an invasion and whatever. So we found out that it was a lie. So Johan went there and was like, "Okay, what happened? I'll pay you off to shut up," right? So Johan paid him, but I don't think he paid him what he agreed to pay him on. He called the cops on Mafia, so Mafia got arrested. So she went to trial. All this is just going on. Like, it's just drama after drama after drama. The sisters fighting, Kano situation, Mafia situation. It's just like more and more and more stuff just coming into light. Anyway, long story short, Kano and Mafia finally come together. They had a secret relationship, and once everything settled with their previous relationship, they came out as a couple. She met his parents and everything. That was good, right? So you think that's the end of the book? No, Charae just like surprised you out of the blue, because that's how she does her. That's how she does it. She has another book coming out. It's still called, I don't think it's called Don't Touch My Crown, but it's one is about Sky's the Limit. Sky's the Limit? Nope, sorry. A Touch of Sky, that's what it is. So book 2's coming out. I'm not sure when. It's probably next year, January or February sometime. But book 2's coming out. Be on the lookout for it. This one is Don't Touch My Crown. It's a Mafia. It's a great book. Check it out. Oh, I think it's called Don't Touch My Crown. It's a touch of Sky. That's going to be the new book. So check it out, guys. Charae never disappoints. I know you guys will love it. All right? Bye.